What's going on, everybody? It's Rashawn from BoostDistrict. Behind us is a really cool project that we did. A lot of this video is a little different, so please make sure you let us know how you like it. We have different things doing in this video, and I'm really excited to show it to you. So behind us is Mr. Jamie's 2017 C7 Corvette that we did our BD 1000 supercharged package on it. Lots of you guys in our emails have been asking about the C7 platform, Stingray, Grand Sport, and the Z06. And yes, we have them, we build them, we do lots of them too. This one is pretty particular because it holds dearly to my heart. Mr. Jamie is a good friend of ours here at BoostDistrict, one of the very first people that trusted us with his car. Behind us also is his C7 ZR1. This is pretty much a his and hers. That's his car, Mr. Jamie's, and this is Mrs. Bria's new, about to be daily driver. So they're a pretty fun couple, and they're really cool people to work with us here. And this one is pretty much run my build the way I want it to be. So this is kind of my dream spec that I designed, and pretty excited to share it with you guys. So let's go through this build a little bit, and let us know how you like this video. We're doing a lot of different things. I want to show you something really cool. So I got this Ray-Ban glasses, and these have cameras in them. So in this video, we're also going to be doing a driving video in Mexico. So I'm going to be wearing this. Let me know what you think of it. It doesn't really look the best on me, but it's going to give you guys a really good POV video. So we're going to attach that in this video, and let's have some fun in Mexico. Long drive, but you know, we'll make it worth our while. And also we're going to put this car in the dyno, and we're going to go through this whole build right now, and let's have some fun with it. One more thing. We have a fully redesigned website. I've been dreaming of this website for the last couple of years, and Sam over here has a really good friend, Daniel. He hooked us up with a really good designer, and by this time this video is up, I'm mind blown, because this everything I've dreamed of in the last couple of years of my life. I put it in paper, had a sketch of it, had an idea, and we're finally putting it into the works. Our website is a little clunky. I built it myself 11 years ago with some friends' help and whatnot when BoostDistrict was nothing. We were in a small rack, and we were just selling parts for a couple $100s here and there, and now we've grown into this whole amazing dream. We made it. So there's a dream come true, and an inspiration for myself to share with you guys that anything is possible once you put your mind into it. But anywho, please go into the website. Let us know how you like it. It's still work in progress, but it's live, and it's much better than what we got right now. It's a lot more organized for car information, for the installs, and all the parts that we're adding is a lot easier to be found all in the site. All right, so we're gonna do a quick walk around of the car, discuss our build, and show you guys what we did. We're gonna go walk from back to front and show it to you a little bit. So this car is a menace. A lot of you guys are gonna joke that you can't see this car. It's a camo, what do you call this? A camo geometry wrap. Pretty cool. Adam at Wrapworks did it. I like the design on it, really cool. 15-inch conversion on the back, BMR 15-inch conversion with drag brakes on it, and Billet Specialties wheels, 15 by 10 and a half, 325 50 15 on the tires. This thing is rowdy. I've driven it already. It's a menace. It looks like a menace, and it's the looks back up the engine bay, which we're gonna head to right now. So it has full suspension on it, and it also has 1,000 horsepower. Right here is gonna be a lot of things that we pretty much focused on in this engine bay. Sam focused on this engine bay and show these people how nice this is. It's not fully dialed in yet. We're still tidying up the last few fittings, especially right here. We're gonna put heat shrink on it, make it look really nice. So if you're gonna nitpick it, we gotta make sure it's done, right? So, but for me, I can talk because I know how good this thing looks and how it looked previously. So I don't really want to harp on how it did before, because we're on to the future and getting it done. So for the engine bay, it's a stock bottom end LT4. This thing got our Magnuson 2650 supercharger kit, which is in stock on the website, and pretty much a plethora of DSX tuning parts. So this thing has DSX tuning valve covers. It has the lower pulley and the ring, 10-inch lower, and has a 3.25 upper grip deck pulley, making about 15 to 16 pounds of boost. It also has ported heads and a full cam kit that we have on the website too. It has a Rotofab big gulp colder intake, and this thing is a menace. I've said that several times because it is. This thing is rowdy. It sounds really good. It chops hard, and also it just drives really good. I'm not a big fan of choppy cams myself. I feel like if you chop big, I don't really think you'd really back it up with the speed, but this thing makes 1,000 horsepower by itself, and that's what they wanted, so that's what we're gonna give them. Everything here, usually that we do at the C8, C7, C6, we have and also all the LS and LT. We have two versions of every single build. It comes with a mild cam, which is basically our stealth. You don't hear it, it sounds like stock, but it makes the power. And we also have the wild cam, which is what this is. This thing is incredible, sounds great. It's for the majority. A lot of our builds here opt with a wild cam, but for myself, like our Stingray over there, that thing has the stealth cam, but our E-Ray will be getting the wild cam just to kind of have a little bit of both worlds and show it off our catalog of parts to everybody. So yes, so this thing is pretty much ready to rock and roll, make all the power. And it also came with a meth kit. This car came with a meth kit when it got to us. We took that off. This thing is boost only, flex fuel. So it has a flex fuel and aux kit from DSX Tuning. And it also has Lingenfelter high side. So it has a Lingenfelter big bore pump and also the Lingenfelter stage 2 injectors. This thing definitely has capability of making more power, but since Bria is going to be daily driving this thing, it's going to be turned down just a little bit and safe and reliable for either getting bad ethanol content or just putting pump gas in it with no issues too. So this thing can drive anywhere, have some fun, hit it in Mexico, go to the track and let it eat. So I love this car, and let's go have some fun with it. Alright, we hit a little bit of a snafu here. So we put Barney wheels on the rears, and we kind of got the car strapped down, but we realized it was flat. Started putting air in, and the air started blowing out between the two pieces. So you guys can see it's bolted together right here, and the bolts are loose. Bolts are loose. Whoever powder coated these wheels for Jamie did not tighten them up, and luckily it was we found it before we had to do any hits. So it looks like it's already been kind of losing air before with that, but let's go find different sets of wheels. Let's go drive it for now. Well, first hit, let's take a look. Made 797 torque already. We're definitely on for a good start, and data looks really good. Big ice tank in the back here. I think Jamie's gonna be really happy with this combo, and we're on for a good treat. I definitely don't want to make big hits on this drag radial just because it's a little too bouncy and a little violent, and I don't want anything to be out of par. So we'll do a couple more hits on this setup, and then we'll change tires and go from there. Okay, well, I think that definitely is making quite a bit of power. We made 802 horsepower and 809 torque, and that's only at 5,500 RPMs. We're gonna to conclude this experiment session on this first half of it, we're gonna do one final pull, and that's gonna be all the way to the red line at 6,700 RPMs, and we're gonna see how much power it makes. And then that will give us our final numbers on these drag radials. As soon as we put the street wheels back on it and run it on that, we should be able to see compare how much power it's making on that aspect. We're gonna cool it down obviously to compare it apples to apples. We don't want any weather to be skewing our data here, so you guys can get a fair comparison between both. It might be 1 or 2% off to each other, but it'll be really close. So let's make a full pull. All right, so very unpopular opinion, but educational. A lot of tuners talk bad about other softwares because they're not knowledgeable on it. But here in BoostDistrict, we like using softwares that that can give you control of specific functions. You know, a lot of the big softwares out there kind of locks you out on specific things, but Christian, this ain't Pro, our tuner, likes to use EFI Live on most LS and LTs that he can get his hands on, just because look at how this graph looks. Like, if you, the tunability on it, and also just the usability is so much more extreme. You just need to know what you're doing. So extrapolating data, right? There's your pull right here, and there's all your idle, there's your decel. But let's look at the pull right here. So you can, in this software, you can actually even click, see your max and minimums on all of it. All of your data that you've put on your display, you can highlight whatever section you want, and it will give you the lowest and the highest and the medium. That's what all these numbers are. And then you actually can highlight the run and click the run. Boom, that's it. Like, that's gonna be your whole display, and that's gonna give you your minimum and maximum and your average also. Super cool. I like giving people credit where it's due, and this software is really, really nice, and definitely appreciate the support from them and Christian for making these cars drive good. Wanted to put that quick tidbit right there. That is so sketchy with these radials. Put this car in park. But we made a lot of power. We made 866 pretty much, 865.69 and 810 torque. That is my last pull on these tires on this setup. As it sits, we're gonna cool it down, we're gonna swap wheels, and then let's see how much power it makes then. We actually pulleyed up to make less boost because it was making 17 pounds of boost a while ago. No, 19 pounds of boost. Now it's making a little less, and it's really happy. So I think this car's a riot. It's definitely a lot easier to tune a C7 compared to a C8. It's pretty fun. It's not tedious, but it's what separates men from the boys, being able to do it all, right? So that's Christian's wording, and I really agree with that. But yeah, we're gonna hover over the dyno right now and showing all the pulls that we made, 3 of them, and we're very happy with the number. This setup is really good. E85, boost only, no meth, no nitrous, simple power. It's gonna run 8 seconds. We're gonna bring it to the track at the end of the month. It's really solid, so excited. Really good setup. All right, so behind us, we have the ZR1 wheels on the car, and we're about to try to see if it makes more power. Again, the myth is that the drag radials, weight, and also just consistency will rob power on the dyno. And also it shakes pretty violently, as you guys have seen in the video. It's pretty gnarly. That's why we didn't want to do too many hits on it. We've drained the tank and put room temperature water, and we also have ice on deck. So we're gonna ice it down one for the last pull and just see how much power it makes with it being room temperature and also ice down. It's gonna heat soak on the last pull, so icing it down should just kind of elevate or equalize the numbers. So tires on the car, changing water, trying to equalize all our variables here. We did the pulse yesterday, today's the next day, so it's been sitting, trying to make sure that the weather is similar and whatnot. So let's make some more power. we're done here. This is shut it off. I think we're done here. This car is ready. It's good to go. Really healthy. Making 900 wheel. And plenty of room to grow, honestly. It's not turned up way up. It's not turned all the way up yet. It still has capabilities of going a little better. I want this thing to be healthy because it's going to be mostly a street setup that runs on the strip once in a while. We can turn it up then. And it's also, you know, an E85 direct injection only, boost only. So 900 wheel, solid setup for this combo. And let's go take it for a drive and let's have some fun. I hope you didn't catch me taking my butt out first of the car.
That was graceful.
But anywho, that's for OnlyFans, I guess. We only boost here. Only boost. We're done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We did the dyno pulls. We did a little bit of street driving just to show how good it drives in the street and street mannerisms. We're not gonna do a pull in the street, but if you guys want to see this car in action, we are bringing this to the track next Saturday. This video will probably be posted before that track session does come. This car should go very low 9s or high 8s, so very dialed in setup. We just want to make sure that the suspension is dialed because we didn't do that part of it, but we'll see. But the power plant itself is capable, and we have quite a bit more pulleys to go up or to go down with if we want to make more boost. It was actually making 19 pounds of boost. We lowered it down to 15 just to make sure everything's happy and keep the fuel system happy also. So that will do it on this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this build. If you guys have a C7, please call us or email us and go to our brand new website and look at our builds and pictures and products that we have to offer. If you don't want us to, if you are a DIYer, you can buy the parts from us. If you want to get built by the professionals, obviously us, call us. BoostDistrict.com. Phone number is also on there. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Like and subscribe this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys in the next one.